Measure 300 times, cut once. Hey there, it's the shooting guy.
And the shooting kid.
We're here in the tool shed. And today we've got a little project we're going to do. It's going to include some new power tools. We got that tool right there. It's a Ryobi chop saw. We're going to give that a try today. And then there's a stand that we have for it. We want to show you that. And here's the project that we're working on. Okay, we got a little delayed. Got a little bit of poop to clean up. Okay, today's project is all about getting this space right here covered up. When we had the fence first put in, it looks great, but this has always been a little bit of a problem. And because we have chickens, they like to try to sneak out down here. So today I'm going to build a little facade here that'll cover this all up. You don't see it from the street, and it'll keep the chickens from trying to make the great escape. Okay, now we have some leftover fence boards here from when we had the thing first put together, and I'm just going to use that and some cross members that are going to go inside of here. I got to measure everything, and then we'll get it all nailed together, screwed on there, and it should look okay. We're going to see. In the meantime, let me just get all the stuff out, and we'll show you the tools. Want to clamp these things down in case they get away from you. All right, so I've taken the boards. I have the luxury of already marking where my runners go on my fence, and I did that here, here, and there. I'm not going to actually cut these boards because they're the right height and everything that I need. I do have to get a salvage board though and cut it to the right length so that when I stick these boards together, they'll fit right along inside of here, and I'll staple all this together or nail gun it all together and then screw it onto the thing. Here's my salvage board. I'm going to use this, and this is going to go laterally like this to connect those two fence boards together. I've got my rafter square, and then pencil, measure it, and get it all thrown together. Forgot something. I need power for it. It's got a laser, although in daylight, it's kind of hard to see that laser down there. Yeah. But we'll line it up and give it a cut. Go for it.
Measure 50 times, cut once.
There you go.
That's the golden rule.
Nice job. Okay, 2 more of these to do. I call this my sweaty hat. You know why? Because I can get all sweaty in it.
He has two-tone right here.
Yeah.
Right there, two-tone.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut one more piece. We're going to cut 4 pieces. This piece has this little angle because this was the top of a picket. And I figured that we didn't want this, so we're just going to cut another piece.
Cut another one. There we go. Inside of here, I've got myself a staple gun from Rigid. I really like this guy. I've been using it for quite some time. And we'll load it up with some staples and put that thing together. But I need air!
rigid nail gun.
There you go. It's in there.
All right.
Let's go. On this particular board where everything is, I marked it up. I'm just going to put the boards right up close to each other, lay them down across there, look like they're kind of level, and go for it. Okay, so for really good strength, you're going to want to put here, 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 and then this side, and then that one in there. Okay? You're putting in all four corners. Good. And if you want to go real crazy, put one there, and there, and there, and there. They're just little brads, so and never try to get it so close like that because it just splintered the wood. It's not really going to hold. So stick it in about a 1/4 inch. One more. Well, that's oh, okay, 1/2 inch. That'll work. Go put it on the 2x4s that are over there. We'll show you how we're going to do that. We're actually going to take our battery-powered DeWalt and screw it in. Got to drill some pilot holes and then screw it in, and we'll have it all repaired. Select a drill that's just undersized. Actually, the core size of that. How's that look?
That's just about right.
That's probably just right. All right, let's go do it. So here's there's where the stud is, and we're gonna marry that up like right there. And there's a screw right in the middle here, so we want to avoid that. So we're gonna go, yeah, probably right there. A little bit lower, quite a bit lower, quite a bit lower. There you go. Facade. You don't see the post anymore. It's blocked down at the bottom so the chickens can't get out. And let's take a look at it from the street. Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
This is how it used to look, and this is how it looks now. What's ingenious about this is it just comes right up and mates there, so you can get this door or the gate open. That, and when you go to close it, go ahead and close the gate. It just marries right up, and it's sealed off. There's a little bit of gap down here, but chickens can't get out there. Nice. Okay, so now I suppose I can get rid of these things. These were temporarily blocking things up, and now they're gonna see that and they can't get through. Awesome. Okay, overall, I'd say that Ryobi is a pretty good little saw. It's a 10-inch saw, and which kind of marries up to my skill saw or my hand saw. That's also 10 inches, so I can use it there, and also on my table saw, which is 10 inches. So any of the blades that I get are all interchangeable. This is a kind of a rough cut carbide tipped blade. I also have a fine cut for finer work. We didn't need that one today. And like I say, it's all interchangeable, so it's very good. My only gripe, I got 2 gripes. One, it's that little holder. I don't understand why that's that way. You can't, it doesn't hold down on the right hand side, so that when you put that thing down in there and you try to push the saw in, the motor gets in the way. So you know, they designed that kind of weirdly. The other thing, the table extender here, which is great, you can slide them in and out. They don't go all the way in, and I think that's because there's this chamfer here and it goes all the way back, and so the thing bangs up against that and won't let you go all the way in. Had it been designed just a little bit differently, maybe with this extender, I don't know, you know, kind of designed kind of funny. So this and the fact that like I showed you before, this thing gets in the way. That's kind of weird, Ryobi. You can't go all the way back with it. You gotta take it off before you go all the way back. But other than that, horsepower, all of that, I'll put all the specs down below. Great little saw, we're loving it so far. And I think the unsung hero to this whole thing is this. This table. This thing is just absolutely terrific. Place where you can put your router if you want, places to lock down some things if you need to, all these different straps and things, places where you can put pegs. It holds, I think it says something like 1,500 pounds. Certainly more than I'm going to be using it for. And it comes with this little thing down here, container. And it's got different parts and things that you can use throughout. The legs are easy to come off. You just unscrew them, put one end down in there, one end up there. It's locked in. Lightweight, easy to move around, doesn't take very long at all. Well, okay, like I said, you know, the unsung hero here was that Husky table. Thumbs up, man. Comes with its own little storage container and all that stuff. Very rigid, can hold a lot of weight. All the specs, I'll have all that so you can link and take a look at all of it. That Ryobi saw, very cool saw. I'm enjoying that. Like I say, it's compatible with everything that I have, at least from a saw size standpoint, so I can use the blade interchangeably, which is very cool. I'll have a link to that below if you want to take a look at it. And then DeWalt and the Rigid, very good tools. It's good to have some power tools around when you're trying to put together projects, you know, in a little place like we have out here. It's really, really helpful. If you guys want to see a little more in-depth review with specifications and all that on any of those tools, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you'd like to see that, and I'd be more than happy to break them down a little bit more in case you're interested a little bit more in those tools. By the way, they didn't pay me to say any of this. I bought this all with my own money. And before we leave today, I want to make sure I remind you that we're right in the middle of a giveaway. That's right, we're giving away an Accutac bipod. We did a review on this thing a few weeks ago, and I'm going to roll in some of that footage so you can see that. I'll have a link down below so that you can click on the review and all of that, and how we found out about Accutac and what they're up to. But we've got one. We want to give one to you all. All right, so all you need to do, there's a link to our webpage. There's a form to fill out. Nah, don't worry, we're not going to spam you. We just got to know that you entered. And once you fill that form out, that's all you got to do. You've got one entry. If you want more entries, like 2 entries, 3, 4, 5, the second entry is really simple. All you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be great. So that's 2 entries. Then, if you take this video that you're watching right now and share it, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, and include the hashtag TSG 2018 Accutac. All right, I'll have that down below there too, the hashtag. You just got to clip that in there, share it to as many platforms as you possibly can, and you'll get extra credit. You'll get an extra entry for every time you share this video and the hashtag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for that hashtag, and I'm going to find this hashtag hopefully all over the internet with this video attached to it, with your name attached to it, and I'm going to marry it up to the form that you filled out. And on that form, there's also a space where you can put your handle. So like on Twitter, you may be called something else than you are on YouTube or Facebook or something. Make sure you give me some complete information, and you'll see it on the form. Because the more complete you are, the better and the easier it is for me to be able to marry all of that together and give you credit for those extra entries. So you could win that very cool bipod. All right, that's all I got for you today. Don't forget, we do have a Patreon channel. Go to that. Those of you that are been supporting us on Patreon, thank you so very much. You guys are very awesome. Those of you that haven't quite pulled the trigger on that yet, that's okay. You know, you can still keep coming around here. I'm going to still keep giving you stuff like this that you can enjoy and watch and all of that. But if you're going, I think it's pretty expensive to put on these things and I want to help out, that's the place you can go to help out. Go to Patreon, help us out over there. That'd be great. Facebook, Instagram, we post stuff to Instagram quite a bit, and you may want to subscribe to Instagram if you're into that kind of thing. And that's all I got. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe today and fill out the form. You could win a bipod. All right. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. Okay, now I gotta go put all this stuff away.